Hello, welcome in. Welcome in. Welcome in, Matt. How are you? I am doing well, thank you. I'm just loading up Feline Frantics. I'm very excited for it. I've been enjoying this. That's why we're playing it again today, because I don't know, I really enjoyed it last time we played. It's very Duck Detective, but it feels like it's got more content in than that. But I don't know if this is a game where it's gonna require. Ooh, whoa, I didn't realize you can hear me. Well, no, you can't hear me, sorry, twice, but I can hear me twice. Don't like that. Um, yeah, so we're playing it again today, but I think we might have to do multiple playthroughs to get all of the achievements in, which I'm not thrilled about, can't lie. Is there any way to like not have it be full screen, but like full screen windowed? That would be great. Okay, there is, but Twitch does not like that. Okay. Well, you'll have to bear with. Basically, I think let me just double check. I have a guide. Save. Is it local? But it looks to me like there's multiple achievements, like for the ending, like depending on who you would do the arrest with. So I honestly don't know if yeah, I don't know if we're gonna be able to maybe like save scum it. That's what I'm hoping to do. And I don't know how to do the one where we do like an alternative answer. So, but we'll see, I guess. Where was we at? Oh, we were working on this when we doing after the. Shall I? I'm kind of looking up if there's like I'm just like. Oh, I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. I want a different answer. Like, can we? What are we on right now? We're on like. Is it this one? We're on this one, I think. So I know the correct answer. I'm gonna try. So what if we do like soon after the gun? Because obviously the answer is not the gun. Soon after the gun? No. I really just have no clue. When it fell, as he fought, the old Thomas shoved the punk into the wall, causing the statue to be shot. When it fell, it destroyed the glass case below and then tripped the alarm. Soon after the gun fell. After the gun fell. What about if I did like I know the correct answer and I don't know how to do it like alternatively? What about this one instead of like student? Who else went to the wall? Was it the forest? And the artist went to the foyer. By the time the artist had retreated to the foyer, completed into the foyer. The door was already locked. We hid in the outside courtyard or courtyard exhibits. Do we have exhibit here? Yeah. I know it's wrong, but oh no, the artist didn't hide in the courtyard exhibit. It hid in the, like, is it the sculpture he's in? No, it's hid in the fine art, isn't he? Is it? Where is the what room is he in? What is that? Is that sculpture? Is that where he is? I think it is. Let me double check actually. No, that's not where I want to be. Yeah, let's go down. Yeah, where are we? We're in the antiques. Okay, so we hid in the antiques exhibit. That's not right. Let's retreat to the foyer. But the door was already locked, so he hid in the... Let's see what he says. The artist... The museum locked down, returned to the foyer to call the authorities and told them to stand by until they arrived. I don't think it's hid. Can we go retreated? I don't think this weekend. I don't know how to do these alternative endings. I'm trying to like... Okay. I don't know. Right. Let's ignore that for now then. Let's just continue playing and hope for the best. I don't care. Okay, so this one, I know what this one actually is. This is the punk. No, this is the student, sorry. And this is meant to be the statue or sculpture, I think. Exhibit. Yeah, there we go. Okay, soon after the punk. I was already on this, wasn't I? I hope you can't hear my fan, but I bought like a stronger fan because I was dying in this heat, so it's on full force. Soon after the punk fell, or dropped, no, soon after the punk dropped the gun. Soon after the punk dropped the gun from the balcony into a... do we have balcony? Yeah, into a fountain, wasn't it? Do we have fountain? We do. Okay. The blank looked on as the... it's the tourist, right? I think the tourist looked on as the... Jazz, welcome in. Thank you so much for getting your daily flower. The tour is looked on as the podcaster. I'm at work, but happy birthday. Thank you so much, Jazz. I appreciate you. The podcast accidentally dropped his camera, which took a... which took a photo. Which took a photo when it dropped. Or picture. Picture or photo works. Film. Then the podcaster then stole its film, yeah. Which took a picture or photo. Am I blind? That's where key, glass, film, computer, artifact, alarm, artwork, camera, door, jumped on gun, painting, phone, seat. When it hit the floor. That's not hit. Struck. Or floor or ground. I could put film there for now. Do we have everything we need for this? We don't have any more, like... We have, like, the film. Everything has already been looked at. Find a way to actually develop it. I think the last thing we had done was we looked at the keys and we realized it was a photo of the something in the courtyard, right? Or some sort of artwork. No, it's not this. Maybe it's in here. There's something. Don't think it's that. It might be over here. Like an angel, maybe, I think. Could I ask her? No, she doesn't need to talk to me. What did we determine about the keys? Let me look again. Can I look at them again? No. Reminds me of an exhibit I've seen where? Is it out front? Am I crazy? Could it be out the front of the building? Is it not this? No. Is this? Please don't call the phone going on shift. I can't forget the expenses charged. Okay, if I'm not getting any cheaper. Camera film that might be important to the case. There's equipment at the station to develop it. Could you send someone to pick it up for me? Oh, absolutely, detective. In fact, I'll just come do it myself. Okay. Wait, detective. In fact, they could. I think you arrived in record time, so no need to apologize at all. Here's the film. Do you know how long it will take to develop? I'm not sure. Don't worry. After a while, we should have a photograph. I don't really have any way to let you know when it's there, so you can always call. Ain't no issue. Well, I've got shortage of thread to pull on, so put this to the bottom of the list for now. Thanks again. Nothing necessary, just part of the job. Good luck. We don't need luck. Let's get back to it. Okay, so we have photo now, which took a photograph. Photograph when it struck the ground. What else do we have here? There was something else. Oh no, that was it. Explore. I have wall. But that's not right. Yeah, it's not here. Totally forgot I could give people a call. Maybe it's in here. Maybe it's upstairs, if not. But I don't really think it's up here. That's not it, is it? On that label key I found, this could be quite a compelling revelation, but it doesn't make the case more complicated. Perhaps I should sort out some seemingly smaller threads before opening the verbal can of catnip. Okay, so I need to finish this beforehand. When it fell. Let's have a look what they said. Oh, Wi-Fi keeps dropping out. Ugh. Got a required update for Mix It Up. They are joking right now. They didn't know how to screw me over here. Is it done? Okay, yeah, it looks way different. Hang on. Okay, we're loading up. We're loading up. We're loading up. Let me go in and quickly add, and that's not how to do it. Users, let me just quickly fix it for everyone. And then we had Matt come in. And we had Jack. I can't believe that. Baby Farrah's at 73. And then Panda, you have, how many do you have now? You have 57 flowers. Thank you so much. Yeah, so much watch time. Oh my lord. Theoretically, I should have the most watch time, but you know, I think I do. There we go. Okay. Let me pull that up so I can see what's going on. Oh, wait, I still want this up. Okay. And I've still got to mix it up there. There we go. So we need to find out floor, but I don't know where we find the word floor. Can we talk to the podcaster again, maybe? Let me just double check I don't have floor anywhere. I do. Oh my gosh, I'm so stupid. I have floor. When it is struck. Why did I change that? Struck the floor. Aha, I knew I was onto something. This case is continuing to clear up, but it feels a little like there's another thread to pull. I know you're calling it a rat before I know for certain what happened. I hate to rearrange creators' exhibit submission, but I think it's probably the least of that concern right about now. Wow, a keyhole hidden behind the artwork and it's opened a secret doorway. Now that never gets old. Yes, it leads us right to the museum back room. I see a computer there on the desk. That's probably the best bet. Getting a hold of the security system data. I'm sure there's plenty of other things to investigate as well, so let's get to it. This seems like a pretty sturdy box of tools and fairly well stocked for a museum. They're all in pretty fine shape too, considering the layer of dust on most of them. Oh, this is a good looking screwdriver. I never know when you need for one of these. Has he just stolen the screwdriver? Okay, let's go over here. This case has proven complex enough that I can't afford to miss any details. Besides, the bookshelf is organised far better than the one in my office. Okay, sure, thank you so much for the look. It's much easier to find anything intriguing like this. A file photo mark classified. Hang on, my food is ready. I'm just gonna go grab it. I'll be 2 seconds. Okay, and I am back. That reminds me we need to be on this one as well. Okay. Like this, I told a mark classified. I could never overlook that. Suppose it's not unusual for a museum to keep sensitive documents, but these are redacted so accessibly, even for a contract. That one phone number, weird. I wonder who's on the other end. I should give it a call. Okay, we need to do that outside. Someone hung a few drawings on the wall here. Rainbows, dinosaurs, rocket ships are all standard fare for a child with crayons. Looks like the museum and avian family there too. Not much to go on here, but cute nonetheless. There's an old photograph hanging here. It's a bit faded, 6 people standing together posed for some sort of occasion. There's the curator, the guide, the guard, but I don't recognise the other 3. Might turn out super to the investigation, but I bet I can learn more. Can I look at it? No, I probably can ask about it though. This feels a bit familiar, doesn't it? I hope I won't have to deal with 2 password fiascos in one night. Nope, it's unlocked. Quite the stroke of luck. Now let's see about the security system. Most of the data here is obscured, probably encrypted. I suppose that's just how they can justify keeping it unlocked. But it's most certainly a record archive. I can make out entries for exhibit opening, doors locking, and the alarm being triggered. Fortunately, user information isn't revealed. There's no clear indicator of who or what these signals are from. Looks like there's an export data function and it doesn't require administer override. I'll have this data to the station and decrypt it in no time. For such a sophisticated system, this seems pretty easy. Oh, because it's exporting to a floppy disk? Well, beggars can't be choosers. I've got what I need. Another achievement. Okay, I want to go ring the number outside. I'm also waiting for my food to cool down. I've got the fan, like, on it a little bit. It's actually, like, a godsend with this fan. I'm so happy I bought it. I think we're going to have to ask, like, the curator, the guard, and the guide about the picture. Yeah, but I want to go ring the number first. Who should I call? Police department. Let's see if anything else they can help with me tonight. Detective, what can I... About the alarm. Officer, I hate to be an inconvenience, but I've got something else to send to the lab. Are you... No sense in making you wait around, so here I am. What you got there, detective? Is that a real-life save icon? What? No, it's a floppy disk. Museum security system uses them for some reason, but I have no way to decrypt it. You're right, this is going to fit in the USB slot or a CD drive. Ask one of the older officers about it. They'll know how to hack it. After a while, I'll call for an update. Sounds like a plan. I'll get these logs back to you as soon as I can. Unless my luck's run dry, this could lead to another breakthrough. It keeps getting later, so there's hoping. And we're going to ring the strange number. Amongst all that redacted information, anyone could be on the other end. Thank you for calling Feline Financial, your trusted partner in financial and creative services. Fortunately, our office is closed. If you are a current client, you may dial your extension now and leave a message. Your account manager will return your call as soon as possible. If you are a prospective client, please leave your name, number, and a brief message. A member of our team will reach out soon. Thank you, and we look forward to bringing your artistic dreams to life. Record your message after the investment firm, huh? I guess it makes sense for a museum to seek some reliable funding, but why all the secrecy? I doubt the creator will give me anything, and the chances are slim that any other suspects will know about Feline Financial. But it's worth trying. I can't believe I forgot about this phone, like the phone outside. Okay, let's ask the curator. I have several things if we could discuss. Personal question. Ask away, detective. Drawings? Excuse me, what drawings do you mean? In the maintenance room. There's a handful hung on the wall in crayons, I believe. I strain to understand why you would ever need to know about that. Does your snooping understand no discretionary bounds? This case has proven very complex, curator. I need to understand any possible angle or motive from everyone. Well, my son isn't one of your suspects. He's quite young, and I do not see him enough anymore. Until you can look at me with a straight face and prove pinning his scribbles on the wall is a crime, don't ask me about it again. As you wish. About the files. I have reason to believe tonight's events may have influenced by outside forces, and these documents have strengthened that suspicion. Fortunately, there isn't much left on here for me to investigate. Could you tell me more about them? I'm afraid you're wasting your time and mine. For that matter, these are very standard for institutions such as this one. Then why go through the effort of redacting so much of them? That was an investment firm policy, so I obliged. They kept the museum afloat, so I didn't argue, nor did I believe there was a reason to. Seems extreme for what you're describing, but this isn't my specialty, so I'll take your word for it. And I'd like to get your word on something else if you wouldn't mind. About the logs. I exported them from the museum security system. Ultimately, there's no need to disclose this, but I thought it was the right thing to do. I'm offended that you would subvert my authority, Detective, but I'm willing to look the other way on this. I understand you're just operating in the best interest of myself and the museum, so I can't fault you for that. I'm operating in the best interest of truth, which these shall facilitate. Oh yes, silly me, in the pursuit of justice and all that. How could I forget? I don't see how you'll make such use of them when they're stored on that floppy disk, but do what you must. I'll do my best. You can count on that. For now, there's more I'd like to discuss if you wouldn't mind. She doesn't actually answer anything. I found it while investigating. I recognise you and the other museum staff, but could you tell me more about the other three people pictured here? Fortunately, this is another scenario where my wings are tied, Detective. I'm not at liberty to disclose details of their identities. They were, in one way or another, all associated with the museum in the past, but I can't say any more than that. It's a wonder how you get anything done around here these days with so much red tape around. Like you wouldn't believe. Do you have something else you'd like to discuss? No, there's nothing else. Hey, Detective, or what can I do for you? Let's start with a few questions. I think we can only ask about like the logs and things. About your keys. The keys, what about them? Wait a minute. You have your keys on you? Well, yeah, can't you see I'm holding them right in front of you, Detective? Oh, you are, aren't you? It doesn't look like they're the type of developers gave you that animation, but they're right there in stunning detail. The developers? Don't worry about it. That's not even the strange part. If you have your keys, then whose do I have in evidence right now? Never mind, just forget it. We should move on. Anyways, absolutely, I'm an open book full of pictures. So he has his keys? I noticed the museum's current staff, but not sure about the others. What can you tell me about them? Oh wow, I never got my own copy of this photo. We took it at a staff dinner. Must have been a couple of years back now. That's the older fella there. That's the mechanic, but he sadly passed away now. I guess seeing him again kind of hit me all at once, you know? My apologies, I didn't know. It's okay, Detective. I just wish you would have met him. I think you'd have gotten along well. He was mighty grumpy, but he has a heart of gold, I tell you. He loved this museum as much as he complained about it. I know the type. I'm sorry for your loss. It's alright. Time moves on, so do we. There's a way I could get a copy of that photo when it's all over. I'd appreciate it. I'll see what I can do. Why don't we discuss other matters for now? Anything else? I want to go talk to the guide to ask some photos about it. I don't know why he keeps telling me, like, look at that. I put it together, I'm working out. You might be able to answer a few more questions. What do you want to know about the sort of photo? So you pictured here next to creator in the guard. Could you tell me more about the others? Oh yeah, for sure. That's the historian there. Although after I was hired, it wasn't too long before she left. Regardless, in that short time, I looked up to her about her vast expertise. It was like she knew everything about our history, even culture, anthropology. You know, I decided to part ways in the museum. No, I don't. It was pretty unceremonious, in fact. I came in for my shift one day and realised it had been a couple of weeks since I last saw them. Okay, I'll have to keep asking around. Until then, would you mind talking with me about some other things? I think that's it. I think probably best now to go talk to the to go look at the crime scene again. Motive? By documents. I see, that makes sense. Embezzlement was an assumption that was probably a pretty extreme one at that. If the creator paid for museum debts with the gemstone there, this is certainly plausible. The phone number still visible on one document, private investment conglomerate. Okay. The grumpy mechanic. The shady historian. In the photograph. No, it's the... I don't know who the third one is yet. I think it's the renowned historian. I don't know what the shady something. Wouldn't be Sun, would it? No. Okay, we can talk to these. I wonder if you could tell me more about this first picture here, the story. Sure. She was an absolute fount of knowledge. She could shut down the critics' incessant debating faster. Do you know where they parted ways with the museum? Aside from being destined for greater heights than this? I don't know the details, but I've always heard it was a budget issue. Well, in my opinion, it was the best thing that could have happened to them. Wouldn't have been surprised if they volunteered. Interesting. Do you know what's happened to them since? I heard they're hidden apartments in Weaselton, DC, one of the National Museums. I see. Unlikely to be connected to tonight's events then. Let's see if I have any more questions for you. Got the photo here again. This whole photo, you wouldn't happen to recognize any of the people in the picture here aside from the obvious. That's face, isn't it? See, when I woke up this morning. Oh, who's that? The gentleman on the right there. He's an investor, one of the morals. He's only crossed paths a couple times, and I consider myself lucky to never do so again. Quite a strong opinion. Well, I have other inquiries to make before I go. Okay, it's the investor. Let's do this one. There was an old photograph. Range. Contract. And the logs. No computer. On the, and then desk. Photograph on an old photograph, a strange contract, and the this one not logs. Is that like data? Well, that one's wrong then. What if I put logs again? On the desk? I don't know. I'm thinking. It's got to be computer on the desk. What about and the alarm accessible from the computer on the desk? Firstly, the logs will be extracted. The logs will be can I have like decrypted or revealed or hacked? In the barber chat, Rambo wanted to stop by for a spectacular and wish you a very happy birthday, Rose. You've been having a fantastic celebration. Thank you so much, Ash. I appreciate it. Thank you so much for popping in. Now this has got to be contract, right? It seems the contract between the investor, sorry, not inventor, investor, and the curator put the museum, it's gotta be, isn't it? Into the debts? It's gotta be debt, right? Do we have debt yet? But nothing was... We have debt. But nothing was revealed, but... Maybe we haven't learned about debt yet. Maybe there's someone else we can talk to. I don't know. Have all the words. Check through again. No, they've got debt there. Let's have a look at the timeline. Financial fiasco. Anything we can look at as well? I just feel like the screwdriver's got to do something. It's gotta be... Yeah, we have debt here, look. But why don't we have debt in our thing? Can I talk to the curator again about the debt? I don't think so. Nope. I don't know why we have debt in the thing, but we don't have debt here. There's a word. Okay, right. A sculpture hid the door to the maintenance room. Do we have sculpture or statue? No, it was a sculpture. A sculpture hid. Will be revealed the door. Let's try revealed. A sculpture revealed the door. To the back room. Back room there. Back room. On the exhibit balcony. It was opened. You know, actions open. Yeah, it was opened by the keys. Or key. Do we have key? It's gotta be an object. Key. From the guard. Even though we know it's not the guard now. No, it is a hid. They hid the door to the back room on the exhibit out. And the guard. No. Let's try revealed again. But then let's swap this to artist because we got the keys from the artist. Nope, it's gotta be hid. Yep. Now we just need depth. Am I literally crazy? But we need to have the word debt somewhere. But we don't. I'm missing something somewhere. One of these have anything to say about the debt? I don't like it. Welcome in, Sarah. Thanks for getting your daily. Now that I finally have mixed it up open. It's driving me crazy because we have debt as a motive, so why haven't I unlocked the word? Maybe we need to go back outside and ring someone. No, there's literally no one to ring. Oh, wait. No, you can't actually ring it. We know they're in debt. Why don't we have it as a word? Like, I'm just like, hang on, let me look at a guide because I'm losing it. Maybe we need to go back up to the thingy. The god, the artist, the guide, critic. I haven't spoken to the artist yet. But it's not telling me I need to talk to the artist. What did it say? So you need to talk to the creator, choose the evidence and classify document. We've done that. Talk to the creator and the guard, the artist. It's telling me there's nothing to talk. I've just opened up, mix it up again on my screen. There's nothing to talk to either of them about. I've just spoke to the creator, so we'll have a look again. I think maybe we need to... The guard has his keys. Can I not correct that? It's where the art. Yeah, I haven't spoken to the artist. I always forget where he is. Okay, we need to talk about the fact that like the keys were not from him. Oh no, we're talking about the photo. I doubt you would know much about it, but do you recognise any other staff member pictured here? The gentleman does look like some kind of technician. Does that help, detective? Can't operate solely on assumption, the impression, but it's full account. Yes, that's what they say. You'll learn more. I'd be interested to know. I'll do my best, but I have a couple more topics to discuss before. Okay, thank you. Viewer, users. No, please. It does this to me every time. Oh, he's ready to talk again? New attire, I do not approve. The investor. Ugh. Must we, detective? I simply have nothing positive to say. I have reason to believe he may be intertwined with this, so I'm doing my due diligence on the matter. Intertwined. It wouldn't surprise me if he had an icy grip on it, detective. That's his business. That cursed Fennec Financial preys on downtrodden artists, failed institutions, and any client they can swindle. Of course, everything starts to look up in the beginning, and you put even more trust in them. The good days won't stop. Then it's a miscalculation, an unfortunate circumstance. Before you know it, you're in more debt than you could imagine. The only one way out. Just a process that's designed to eat you alive forever. I have nothing positive to say on the matter. I may regret asking, but I must. Is this a personal matter for you? Art is personal. It's human, wonderfully flawed, and those corporate suits only understand cold, destructive, disturbing, calculated. Can't say I understand, but I'd like to think I can empathize. I'm not sure what to say, so we can move on and discuss another topic. Okay, now we have debt unlocked. Thank you. Aha. I knew I was on something. Only the best case of the secret rooms and mysterious figures. This one is even has ridiculous documents. It doesn't get better than that. Let's keep digging. If we're exceptionally lucky, we'll uncover something paranormal too. Come to think of it, I should check with the officer again about that film. It might be developed by now. I'm like dying to know what the film captured. Detective, I hope the case is coming along smoothly. What can I do for you? I'm just checking up how the film I had you pick up. How's that going? Good news. I just got word from the lab that it's done. I'll be right over to show you. Can you just describe... Good evening again, Detective. You know, you could have just told me the important details on the phone. You didn't have to drive out here again. Ah, but a picture's worth 1,000 words. Haven't you ever heard that, Detective? As for this one, the angle is a bit skewed and it looks a bit like it was taken in motion, so it's a bit blurry. But if you look right here, that's a tail, a thin white tail, the student in the sculpture gallery. According to his testimony, he would have been in the foyer when this photo was taken. That was a lie. I couldn't have asked for a better breakthrough, officer. This really was a huge help. I need to get back there in post haste. Go for it, detective. Again, if you need anything else, don't hesitate to call again. Yes. Everything's coming together now. Let me have a look. I want to look at it. Ugh. So, the podcaster. Photograph? Ah, see, that makes sense. Of course, she wouldn't have told me about the photo, considering how badly she wanted to hold on to the film. Also, that ends well, though. This film was just the thing I need to crack the case wide open. Are we not gonna accuse the student of being a liar? What on film is complete? Really? Okay, let me have a look if we got that achievement. Well, secure system. Way back, learn about what happened in the second, solve the second puzzle. Okay, we're 40% through. Not the best, honestly. Gemstone missing. I think we need to talk to the student, obviously. I think that's a good place to start. Oh, what's over here? That accidental photograph proves I should investigate these potential hiding places, and this one is the prime suspects. With a screwdriver, I should be able to... Aha! Found it. The Optimist Diamond, and in an air duct. Be careful now. This gemstone is worth more than all 9 of my lives. Immediately into evidence with you. What's this? Something else in there. A bold canvas. Wait a second, I recognise it, but isn't it supposed to be hanging in the fine art gallery? Oh no, I've got this sinking feeling that this case isn't as closed as I thought. I should show it to the expert I can trust. Okay. I'm innocent, I swear. Every time you say that, I get a little less confident you're telling the truth. Let's start the questioning. About this photo. Would you mind taking a look and tell me what you see? Well, I don't see much text. It's pretty blurry. But right there, does this thin white tail look familiar to you? Are you trying to say that's my tail? I guess it does look pretty similar, but what of it? By all my calculations, this would put you in a pretty interesting place at a pretty interesting time. I don't know what you're talking about. Sure, you can see my tail, but there's no way to tell what's going on out of frame. As much as you'd like to know, the implications is too strong. I'm giving you a chance to confess here before it's too late. Nothing to confess. I'm innocent. It's until proven guilty, isn't it? You're right. I just have to prove it. Until then, I have other questions. Okay, detective, if you say so. I saw you open the air duct over there. I know you've already found the diamond, so you don't have to be so dramatic. Once you had that photo, I knew my time was up, so cuff me or whatever you have to do. Luckily for you, this case isn't closed yet. I have a few threads that still need to be pulled, so you have a bit longer until I draw conclusions. Whatever you say, detective, but I don't see how else this could really go. Before I have to ask, how did you do it? It was easier than you'd think. Well, not too easy considering we couldn't pull it off, but still. The punk opened the display and I took the diamond. Then he went upstairs to create a distraction for me. After that, I just had to wait for the foyer to be empty and make my way out. But I heard the gunshot go off. We agreed it was only a last resort. I know he wouldn't have killed anyone, but it made me hesitate. When I decided to leave him behind, the doors were already locked. The security system was supposed to recognize him, but I guess that didn't work. And so I moved the backup plan. I tried to wait it out. I see. I have plenty more questions about this entire situation, so there's no sense in stopping now, shall we? Detective. Whoa, okay. Why did you do it? What kind of question is that, detective? If I have a really good reason, it's not like it'll suddenly be okay. No, probably not, but it can help me build a better picture of what's happened. Sometimes it can help, so please be honest with me. Well, it's worth a lot of money, you know. Split 2 ways, even 3, 4, 5 ways, it's still a ton. This is going to sound so cliche, but that kind of money, Punk could have fairly paid for his surgery. Surgery? For what sort of condition? Something with his heart. I don't know much about the really intimate details. They don't bleed right. They have a weak pulse, muscle deficiency. Look, I'm not a doctor, and frankly, didn't hold well to anything medical. It's just bad, okay? This was the only way we could have fixed it, I think. Sounds a lot more redeemable than, say, buying a tropical island somewhere, don't you think? Whatever, it doesn't matter now. Perhaps it doesn't. Would you mind if I ask you a few more questions? About the punk. Said you're a friend, would you mind telling me a bit more? I don't know what more is to say. If you're fishing for more evidence, well, I don't have anything to say either. No, I was hoping you could tell me about him. Would that be okay? Like, what? He was a punk through and through. All my other friends from university thought he was a bad influence. Maybe they were right. He apparently got me tied up in all of this, didn't he? No, that's not fair. Besides, I've known him far longer than anyone. So what do they really know? How long did you know each other? How did you meet? We were just kids, meeting like two kids do. I don't remember what it was exactly. Probably trading cards or a video game. Kid stuff. Stuff that bullies would make fun of you for, at least until they got a swift right hook to the nose. He had your back. I understand that. And I had his, or I was supposed to, at least, enough to hold him back. Detective, I know this will sound strange, but I want to hold on to this right now. It's hard to look at. Could you take it? What is it? Actually, it doesn't matter right now. Of course I can hold on to it. You shouldn't blame yourself for what happened. I know it's not that easy, but I hope you can trust me on that. Now, there's a few more things we can go over if you're up for it. Okay, detective, if you say so. About this painting. I happened to find it alongside the gemstone. Did you have anything to do with it? You have to trust me, detective, this time. I'm telling you the truth when I say I have no idea why that's in there. So you noticed it was in there earlier this evening? I did, but there wasn't enough time to think about it. It has its stumped you this much as it stumped me? Unfortunately, yes, for now. After I make more inquiries with you, I'm going to get back to investigating it. Okay, detective. How did you know to hide the diamond in the sculpture gallery? Well, we decided on it beforehand. I know it might seem like we were just a pair of amateurs, especially since everything fell apart. But we gave it some thought. Look at me, what am I even saying? Trying to justify I'm good at being a criminal. Truth is, we were hired to do it, but only the punk ever communicated with them. And they were prepared to deal with pretty much every contingency. They knew it all, except for the security system, I guess. Well, they told us about it. The punk figured out how it actually worked, so we could get around it. I hacked his ID into the system remotely. It seemed really easy to accomplish it in the moment, but in retrospect, that's why we had a backup plan. And that was, if for some reason I couldn't get to the front doors, or they were locked, which they were, I was supposed to go into the sculpture gallery and put it into the air duct. Whoever hired us were willing to have someone come through and pick it up later. That's all we were told. Oh, presumably they would have had other means of entry. Perhaps they just needed someone to get it out of a display. Strange. I mean, whatever you think, detective, like I said, we had pretty explicit instructions, and it seemed like whoever they were, they had a lot of contingencies. Not some amateur thieves, is right. I've got a few other topics to address before I move on. Okay, detective. No, I didn't want to... Okay. So the students in the cell. You don't think that's right? Okay. Go on then. Now in the sculpture exhibit, the student attempted to hide as he heard the terrible sound of glass shattering. Diamond. Of course, he was trying to hide the diamond he had stolen. Dashed it in the air duct, but he couldn't have come up with the backup plan on the fly, right? So someone paid the punk and the student to steal it? Have you put it all together yet, detective? I'm working on it. About this artwork. I've discovered it in strange circumstances, so would you mind looking over for me? Oh, I hope the strange circumstances weren't taken off the wall and out of its frame. No, not as simple as that. The exhibit is still hanging right where you last saw it. That's because the original's still hanging there, but this one's a counterfeit. The inconsistencies are subtle, especially in this style. Why would something like this be here, detective, you know, don't you? I have my suspicions, but nothing definite yet, I'm afraid. I don't like this one bit. If you find out more, you'll tell me, right? Only what I'm at liberty to disclose, but I'll continue to rely on your expertise if needed. Well, if I were you, I'd look over any other artworks you've come across tonight. Who knows what else they could have been missed. Good idea, but until then, I might have a couple more things for us to go over. That's funny, because the critic did say that there was some counterfeits. At least 2. And he said, like, where there's 2, there's 3. Have a look what's going on in here. Okay. It's a shame the punk died, honestly. It's really a sad one. I feel like... I don't know. It just... I can't decide whether it's like a sad thing. It feels like the old timer should do some time for what happened to the punk. It feels like maybe he was pushed. I don't know. I don't think he deserved to die. I just know where the stolen gemstone was once displayed. What should I investigate here? The exhibit place card. Accurate, optimist. You really gave the run, didn't you? Precious little gentleman. Regardless, I'm glad you're safe. Debris. You know, there are plenty more pieces of this statue laying around. Perhaps I should take time to look over at least one more. Slightly wishful thinking on my part, but it couldn't hurt. Let me have a look at what did he give us? Oh, this painting, right? What else could be? Optimist diamond. I can't believe we got the diamond here. We found it. Hey there, detective. I have some questions for you, and please keep all of this between us. Actually, I didn't mean to do this. Why am I stuck on this? Oh my gosh, I'm gonna have to close the game and reopen it. Ah. Is it loading? Yeah, it is. It is. It is. Okay. Continue. Yesterday's events about that film. Attention to the station had developed. Most of the photos weren't relevant, but this one, do you notice anything interesting about it? I hate to say this, detective, but I don't want to burst your bubble or anything, but it's real blurry. That's because it was taking emotion falling from someone's frightened paws. Oh, I see what you did there. Is it your way of telling me I was holding back important evidence? You super can't blame me though, right? Like, I could have gone viral with that film. Actually, what are the chances I can get a copy? You'd do that for me, wouldn't you? I've already turned the film over to the police, so no, I don't think I'll be doing that. Ugh, so lame. Apologies, let's move on. I'm just being involved with the heist, but also I didn't mention the painting. I actually think maybe I should go onto the balcony and look at the paintings. But it's actually this painting that we're looking at being counterfeit. Let's look at these. Something seems mildly inappropriate. How are we to know which ones are like fake? I don't know. Let's go down to the courtyard, maybe. Have we got the thing from... Oh my gosh. Thank you so much for the resub. Let me edit this. What is that? That is 31. Thank you so much. I appreciate you. You tiered 21. You've been subscribed to 21 per month. Crazy. Crazy, crazy. 21 months. I'm surprised we're not asking the critic about the painting. I hate to be too persistent on the matter, but are you positive you don't know anyone pictured here? I've given that some thought and I feel guilty. Would you let me be honest? I don't know why I couldn't bring myself to say it so, but the technician I'm pointed out here. Oh my gosh. Stop this. I didn't notice it was 5. Why have you done that? Stop it. Why have you done that? Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Don't do that. After 56.91. Oh my gosh. Hang on. Uh, uh, surprise? No. Stop it. Not surprise. Why? Oh my gosh. You're unbelievable. I guess I need to change it from Discord movie night. A game night, sorry, because we've done that now. Now it's horror game stream. Oh my gosh. You know what? No, stop it. Stop that. This is not allowed. No. This is banned. No. 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 I can't believe it was 5. Like, it came through and I saw, like, just the 1. And then I was like, oh, like, the 1 sub. And then I look and it's like, oh, 5 subs. And I was like, what do you mean there's 5 subs? Oh, the horror. Stop it. Oh. Oopsie. I was trying to do it quickly. Shut up. You could have just told me nicely. You don't have to be a dick about it. Oh, trying to be a dick. So mean. But the technician I pointed at there, he was my father. It was funny. Yeah. He was, oh, I see. I'm sorry for your loss. I respect your kind words. They are not required. One of my very early memories within this museum, in a time before the curator took over. He loved this place. Even with how infrequently he acknowledged it. I knew what he meant when he said there was no reason to ever retire. I spoke to the guard about him and he said as much. It sounded like he was well respected. Yes, I believe he was, but after many years, retirement was chosen for him. He didn't live long after that. I'd always say, if I sit down now, I'm not going to be able to stand back up, and I never took that literally. My dearest apologies. I didn't mean to open wounds. I know it can be hard. I hope you wouldn't mind if I move on to another topic before I go. I think we need to go and talk to those inside. Do we honestly not need to talk to the guard? Okay. Detective, I trust the investigation is going well. Of course, I have several things to discuss. Certainly about the diamond. What about, have you finally figured out what happened? To an extent, I have. You'll be pleased to know that I've recovered the jewel. Oh my wonderful, it can return to its podium and we can call it a night. Unfortunately, I have more questions have been raised in the process. I'm going to need to keep it for a bit and continue my investigation. Ugh, you better not be some bureaucratic tomfoolery you're pulling. Though I suppose the display case with brokers of the diamond might be more safe in your care for now. Appreciate your understanding. I don't want to act too hastily. I'll allow something like this to occur again. Wait, I completely forgot. Oh my gosh, we need to spin the wheel. I completely forgot. What about if we have to swap games? Seth, you have to decide what game we're going to swap to if we have to swap games, okay? So basically, we spin 3 times because we're up to 50. So we need to spin 3 times. Okay, first spin. Add 10 minutes. Okay, 10 minutes. I was gonna finish about 6, so we'll add 10 minutes. Give away 1 game. Okay, we'll give away a game on the Twitch side. And no. What game do you want me to swap to? What game do you want me to swap to um while I pull out a key from the old archives? Okay, right. Right. Gosh, I don't know what to give away. I have so many to give away. I don't know. Cool. You want me to swap to Cult of the Lamb? Okay. You kill me. That's a concern I hadn't considered fine, but don't push your luck. I mean, sniffing outside my authority, I've executed this far. As I've said before, I won't take that long name of justice, however long it takes. But the officer probably has some creepy evidence that you speed this investigation up for you. Before I go check on that, I need to discuss other matters, but you expect nothing less. Okay, save, quit. Yes, okay. Need to decide what game to thingy swap out to. I need to take a really quick BRB. But we then also need to do the giveaway, so I'll be back shortly. Hello, I'm back. Are we not gonna do Call of the Lamb? Do I need to pick a different one? No, you don't need to pick a different one. We can do Call of the Lamb. I don't know what to do because I need to end the stream. Um, I think we might have to play Call of the Lamb tomorrow. I literally just loaded it up and then realized it was like late and I need to go. Today's like the one day that I couldn't do like the add 30 minutes for change and things. But we have one game giveaway, so we'll start with that one tomorrow, I think. But we'll also play Call of the Lamb tomorrow. We were gonna play. I don't even know what we were gonna play. Something not this. And we'll do the game giveaway tomorrow as well. Um. Yeah. Thank you for the level 2 hype train. I appreciate it. Oh, I get to open a hype chest as well. What did I get? I got this. That's so cute. Yeah, so I think we're gonna do everything tomorrow. So we'll play Call of the Lamb tomorrow. We'll do the giveaway tomorrow. I didn't really, and we'll also add the 10 minutes on tomorrow. So I was only gonna go till 6, and I can't stay a minute after, so I need to go. So we're gonna raid out. Oh gosh, who are we gonna raid out to? Obviously, the YouTube friends cannot raid out with us. I think we're gonna raid it to Ash, who's doing art and Tomodachi life. Oh no, art Tomodachi life, then art. Okay, let's do that. Yeah, sorry that we can't play Call of the Lamb. I really was planning on it. Like I literally loaded it up and then I realized like I had to go and sort the dog, and then afterwards I realized we actually need to go like now. So yeah, sorry about that. We'll do that tomorrow though. And don't forget that we will continue to do the celebration for till the end of the week. So we're gonna stream Saturday and Sunday this week, just because we didn't stream yesterday that we were supposed to. But yeah, we're gonna raid out to Ash. It's I think it's oh my gosh, Matey's playing Final Fantasy. Crazy. Thank you so much to everyone who hung out today. I appreciate you. Please make sure you stick around for the raid. And if you are a sub, you can pick any raid message you like. And if you are a follower, please pick that first raid message. And I had a lot of fun. I feel like we're getting close in the Feline Forensics game. Obviously, we won't play that tomorrow, but unless we do game change again, but we will play it some point. Probably. I'm like really loving it right now, but we will go back to Cult of the Lamb tomorrow. So that'll be fun, and we'll do the giveaway. I'll post about it. Yeah, bye. I will see you all tomorrow. Bye everyone.